Hello, hello, beginners. This is phonemic awareness. So we are still talking about sounds because sounds make up everything around us. All the things that we hear, all the things that we read, right? Sounds are everywhere. Sounds are so important. So we are going to continue our little story. And today the sound is from the letter, do you know this letter? F. F says F, F. And this is the block letter, the big letter F. The big letter F. All right, and this is not in cursive, did you notice? Because in cursive we have a loop and another loop at the bottom. So we have two loops for the letter F. So this is in print. Can you say print? All right, because there's many ways to write. There's cursive writing, print writing. There's also the printing writing that's in books. That's a little bit different. Like the A is different. So we're going to go and look at our words and our picture. So look at the picture. All right, so here's what it says. F, f, f. Can you say the sound with me? Notice where I put my teeth, right? And so all these words, they start with the same sound, which is, but there are different words, right? So we have fluttering fairies, fluttering fairies. Say that with me. Fluttering fairies. You see the fairies are fluttering, like they're flying. Yeah, they're fluttering about. All right. Then you have fancy fan, fancy fan, and this is your fancy fan. All right, right here. You know, you use it like this when you're hot, and it gives you some air. Then you have fighting fires, fighting fires. So you see this man right here, he's fighting the fire by watering it down. Fisherman, fisherman. So you see this man right here, he's holding a fishing rod with a fish. Because that's what he does. He catches fish. He's a fisherman. And it starts with fisherman. Good job. So this is our letter F. Now let's go to the next letter. What is this one? Do you know this one? This is the letter G. Can you say it with me? G. And now let's say the sounds. G, J, G, J. So this is the letter G. It says G, J. And this is our big letter G, right? All right, let's look over here at what we have on our picture. See if you can guess. So here, you only see the feet of this person. This person looks like it's a tall person. Doesn't even fit in the book. Green giants. Green giants. What's a giant? A giant is a person that is really, really tall. And look at him. Does he have green pants, green socks, green shoes, green shoelaces? Yes. So he's a green giant. Now notice the first G says green. It says G, right? But the second G says J. Giants, because a G in front of an I says J, giant, green giant. Okay, let's look over here. Gorgeous gems, gorgeous gem, say it with me, gorgeous gem. So those are gems, you see, beautiful jewelry, pearl necklace, a diamond ring, gorgeous gems. So the first G says G because it's in front of an O. It says G. But a G in front of an E is just like the G in front of an I. It says J. So gorgeous. And then jam. See, it's in front of an E, so it says J. Gorgeous jams. Good. Now let's look over here. Golden. I don't know how to say this. Okay, so golden gerbils. And again, here is g, but here, gerbils is j, because it's in front of an E, you see? So it says j, golden gerbils. And here, gingerbread man. We like gingerbread men, don't we? Gingerbread man. Notice here is j because it's in front of an I. And here is j because it's in front of an E. So it's gingerbread man. Okay, so now we know about the letter gin. Did you hear all these beautiful sounds? G and j. Yes, very nice. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is the letter H. Let's look at it. The letter H. And H says, very good. And this is a big letter H. It's like the mommy H and the baby H. Even though this one is bigger, it's the small letter. And this one is the big letter. It's a little confusing. All right. Over here, let's look at it. Let's look at the pictures. You see the picture? Okay, let's look at this. Hugging hedgehogs. Hugging hedgehogs. Notice them over here. They're hugging. Hugging. So we have to say hugging hedgehogs. Honeybee. Honeybee. And this is the honeybee. It makes honey. Heavy hammer. Heavy hammer. Do you hear the? And then, so here's the heavy hammer. And here, huge Humvee. Huge Humvee. Huge Humvee. You hear it? This is a Humvee right here. Okay, so todoterreno. I don't even know how to say that in English. All terrain. Huge Humvee. That's the type of truck. It's a Humvee. Good. So we know about the letter H. Excellent. All right, let's look at another letter. It's the letter J. J says J. J says J. Right here. And this is our little J has a dot, but the big J doesn't. Okay? So J says J. Jittery jellyfish. Jittery jellyfish. Do you see the jellyfish in every one of these jars? Jittery. Jittery means like they're moving all over the place, right? They're moving inside the jar. Jittery jellyfish in a jar. I was about to tell you, I said the word jar and it starts with J. J. Jittery jellyfish in a jar. Say it with me. Jittery jellyfish in a jar. Juggling jack. See, this is a jack right there. And he's juggling. He's juggling the jellyfishes in the jars. Juggling jack. Jump, jaguar. Jump, jaguar. So this is your jaguar. And he's jumping, isn't he? He's jumping high to try to catch those jellyfish. All right, very good, beginners. So this is where we will stop for today's phonemic. We've learned a lot of new words that started with the same sound, and we will continue until we are done with the alphabet. Okay, so we'll see you next phonemic class.